5th Hour Radio Show.
Fernando, at what point in your life did boxing actually become a part of your life?
It's funny because as a 10-year-old kid, I was already locked up in juvenile hall and multiple batteries, and basically I was a troubled kid that in a broken home. My father was never around, and one day when I was suspended from school for fighting, I was flipping through the channels, and what are you gonna do at home but watch TV? Mm-hmm. And so I was flipping through the channels, and I saw amateur boxing, and I thank God for that day. Amateur boxing on a local television station called Jones Intercable, and I was seeing kids my age. I was 10 years old at the time, even as young as 8 years old with headgears on, fighting for trophies, and I could not believe it. I was like, "What? What is this? I can do this." And I mean, I love to fight, but like I said, I never picked on people. Bigger kids try to pick on me because I had a reputation that I knew how to fight. You know what I mean? And street fight. And I found out what the gym was, and I walked there. It took me an hour to walk 4 miles as a 10-year-old kid, but I didn't care. I went there every day, and I never stopped believing, that I could become a champion. And to make a long story short, that's when my relationship with the Lord became, evident. And I started, going to church and asking God. Well, as a matter of fact, I got on my knees. Just so I could win that trophy. I said, "Lord, please help me win this trophy." And that's when my relationship with the Lord happened. And make a long story short, here we are now.
Once you started going to the gym, how did that affect your life? Did it keep you out of trouble?
Well, yeah, man, it kept me out of trouble. So, this is boxing is something that gets people like me off the streets and make some productive members of society, believe it or not, you know what I mean? And the square circle, the sweet silence, and you know what, I'm just blessed that, what God has blessed me with, to become a three-time world champion, in the history to do so, 21 years per day, and it's in the middleweight division, and you know what? I'm thankful to the Lord, and me and my family serve the Lord here in Vegas, and we're just grateful, man, for all His blessings.
Now, once you got into the ring and started training to become a boxer, how easy of a transition was it for you? I mean, there is a big difference from street fighting and boxing, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know what? I thank God that I was able to learn, to be intelligent, because the boxing is a street science. It's the art of hitting and not getting hit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, I was able to pick it up real quickly, and I'm just thankful to the Lord that He gave me that knowledge that be able to, pick up the art of fighting very, very, very quickly. And next thing you know, I'm fighting on the same channel that I saw the kids fight. And as a matter of fact, I even got that fight recorded as a kid. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow, yeah.
Won my trophy, and I was so happy.
Now, I'm sure there are countless numbers of people who train with dreams of one day becoming a champion, but they just don't make it to that level. What do you think it was about you that separated yourself amongst all the others that you were able to reach that level in the sport?
Faith in the Lord, and also, my perseverance. I remember when I was a kid, and I used to live by, a black family that lived right next to me, and a great man by the name of Fred Gaines, and he would tell me, "Man, what are you doing when you grow up?" And I'm gonna become world champion. Well, come on, man! nobody's ever been champion in a boxing. I said, "I'm gonna be the first. I'm gonna show you." And so, I could never stop believing in myself. You know what I mean? And I never started asking God to help me, and and the rest is history.
Yeah. I don't want to dig too much into your professional fighting career because it's been covered by so many other people in other interviews.
Right.
But I would like to know, in your opinion, what it felt like, man, to win your first world title. How gratifying was it for you to train so hard for so many years and finally reach the pinnacle of your sport and be recognized as the best?
Let me just tell you something. It's something I could just tell you this. It's the second best feeling in the world. My first best feeling in the world was I'm going to be my first son being born and all my babies being born. But the first, my first child being born, that's the top of my feelings in my life. The second best feeling is becoming a world champion and being recognized as one of the elite fighters in the world. And, that's something that you work your whole life for, like you said. Since you're a 10-year-old kid, and not everybody becomes a champion. They can say it, and it doesn't matter how long you live, and when you die, you remember that one guy was a two-time world champion. You know what I mean? And in the history of the sport. You know what I mean? So it'll always be there and always be recorded. So it's something that I'm very honored and thankful to the Lord that He let me become a world champion.
So let's fast forward to the present day. You have a couple things going on I'd like to talk about. First of all, welcome to Los Vargas. Just finished up season 1, and I want to congratulate you on that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, you seem to be a natural behind the camera. Did you pitch that idea for that show, or did someone come to you and pitch the idea?
Well, you know what? A lot of times, many people was like see my family and our interaction with my family and how unique and how diverse we are, and how charismatic my babies are, and how funny and just plain and simple. Basically, that's people tell me, you know what? The family's dynamic, and the family's so hilarious. You guys been through so much, and you guys need to be on TV. And I go, you know what? I think you're right. Set it up. But it wasn't till we got with this opinion with Mun2, and I was able to really, bring my whole family alive, and I'm just humbled and thankful to the Lord that all my family and all the fans that really enjoyed watching my kids and my crazy family. It's not like that. People tell me all the time, they go, man, I'm going to tell you, man. You know what? We never as family sat together and watched the show, but now as a family, every Sunday we watch it. We watch the show, Welcome to Los Vargas, religiously, and we laugh, we cry, and we're so thankful you're on TV, man. And my response is this: look, if my crazy family can bring you guys together for laughs, for some tears, and bring unity togetherness as a family, then you know what? Then I'm grateful because that's my family, and we love each other so much, and I'm so grateful that you guys love us too.
I've been following your Twitter account, and everyone is loving the show. Is there a season 2 in the works?
Well, we got to see. Where we work out with Mun2.
Okay. So let's talk about your gym. It seems like that would be a fighter's dream to someday open up their own gym and to train a future champion. Is that what you're looking for, as well as giving kids an opportunity like you had when you were young?
Well, absolutely. Look, if it wasn't for La Corona Boxing Gym in the hood, where my gym is now in the hood, there wouldn't be no me. And I'm thankful because, it got me off the streets. My life was similar. I tell this all the time, but it's a funny parallel. But, my life was like the movie La Bamba. I started off like Bob, but I ended up like Richard. One person, you know what I mean? But if it wasn't for boxing in the hood, I wouldn't have had that opportunity. So that's what I did here at Feroz Fight Factory at 3240 Civic Center Drive, Suite 39030. here in Los Vargas, Nevada. Sorry for the shameless plug, but
hey man, ain't nothing wrong with that.
We did. Yeah, so I just think it's very needed, and it's very just for what was given to me. So I'm thankful, and that's why I did that.
You know, you got so much going on in your life, and you seem like the kind of guy that likes to stay busy. But there's one question we always ask our guests, and here it is. What do you do besides run your gym, you know, your TV show? And I know you're a family man, but do you have any hobbies or things you do on your own, like on your downtime that no one knows about Fernando Vargas?
Well, for a while, I didn't like to work out no more. I just, because you're a retired fighter, you're like, you don't care, I want to get fat. I got fat for a while.
And eat all you want.
You know what? Eat what I want. I did it. Like, let's go run. I'm like, not you for one. No, let's go work out. Not you for work out. Man, I've done it my whole life since I was 10 years old. I'm tired.
I'm going to be a couch potato for a little bit, yeah.
I want to be a couch potato for a little bit. I did that, and then I said, okay, now pictures and then people ask me how to that picture, and I'm like, who's that? They go, that's you. I go, what? That's me. I said, take a double look. And I saw that it was me, but it was like a super heavyweight. So I started working out again. I started running again. I started working out. And now, every day I get up at 6 in the morning before I take my kids to school. I love taking my kids to school. I like making my kids something to eat before I take them to school, because I never had that as a father. So yeah. I go up to the ride. So it makes me feel good. So I go to the gym. I get my lift on. I do 20 minutes of cardio, 10 minutes to warm up. I do my weights, and then 10 minutes to cool down. I do some abs, and then I leave. So I do that Monday to Friday. You know, maybe Saturday sometimes, but most of the time Monday to Friday, and then on Sunday I take it off because that's the Lord's day. We go, our family will go to church.
Oh, man, that's awesome, Fernando. What about your social media and website? Where can people go to get the latest on what you're up to?
They can go to my social media, to my Twitter @ Fernando Vargas. My Instagram is the same @ Fernando Vargas. Then you can search me on Facebook at Feroz Fernando Vargas, or just Fernando Vargas in Las Vegas, and then you'll see me. Then you'll see a couple also, because I kind of said no more friends, but you can follow my public page. Or you could also search my I have a few fan pages, and that's about it.
Well, buddy, man, I thank you so much for joining me on the show today. It's been a pleasure talking to you, man. You're one of my favorite boxers of all time, man. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, my man.
All right. And good luck with the gym, and good luck with Welcome to Los Vargas. I hope there's a season 2.
Amen. Thank you. God bless you, and we'll talk soon.
The 25th Hour Radio Show.